Good morning and a happy Friday from the village of Langron, which is the next door village to where I'm living at the moment. And today is a change of plan day. There's something that I forgot to mention in yesterday evening's recording that I did, was that yesterday evening there was also, starting at 11 p.m., a Project 24 lecture lesson on alternative ways to monetize a blog. So obviously that was something really important that I needed to follow. So I got to bed really, really late, but I'm not trying to make excuses at the moment, but I just realized that today is Friday the 30th of June, the last day of the month. The last day to finish all of those three-quarters finished blog posts that I can wrap up the month in a nice neat little bow. So what I've decided to do is, instead of smash myself to pieces on a super long bike ride, what I've decided to do instead is do a short ride with a bag full of water bottles across to the fountain and fill up some water uh, so that I can have good hydration for the rest of the day, and more importantly, so that I'm not completely fatigued and feeling run down when I get to my desk, so that I can finish all of those three-quarters finished blog posts and smash out the last of the month. So the time now is, it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. I've gotten to the fountain already. The sun hasn't even hit me, so which means that I won't get any sunburn today, hardly at all. And so I'll probably be back home at probably in the ballpark of, say, around about 8:30. I'll be able to be showered, coffee poured, sitting at my desk, smashing out the first of those blog posts to finish at about 9 in the morning, and I'll be able to take you along as we tick off those various tasks for the day, and I hope you're doing exactly the same thing. So that's what my plans are, is finish off all the three-quarters finished tasks, and I challenge you to do likewise. Speak to you later. Hey, welcome to the mid-morning, or should I say midday update as far as how my progress is going. Just a quick thing, that things skewed slightly out as far as what my plans were for the morning when I logged into WordPress, and I noticed that the data tracking, analytics tracking plugin that I'm using, Monster Insights, hadn't updated yet to my Google Analytics 4 sort of code key that I'd set up for the various websites. So Monster Analytics had stopped tracking any of my Google Analytics values. So what I had to do there was go through on each of the websites and update Monster Insights to the new Google Analytics 4 tracking key, so that when I get into the month of July, which starts tomorrow, I can be back on track as far as managing to keep up to date as far as all of my analytics are concerned. So that took a fair amount of time and fiddling around to see how all of that would be working. So that set me back a little bit of time, but just to give you an update as far as what my plans are and what I'm wanting to try and get done all before the end of this month, is I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blog posts that are part completed. If I can get 4 of those squared away and published, I'll be super happy. And of those 6, 1 is already squared away and published, so there are 5 left. If I can get 3 of those 5 squared away and published by the end of the month, by the end of today, then I'll be really happy as well. So that's where I am sitting as far as that's concerned. I've got a couple of outside of content creation things that I need to get done, and that is I'm needing to get a tiny bit of grocery shopping done sometime during the course of the afternoon, and another thing that I need to find out is that the schools and the colleges and everything like that are on their summer vacation at the moment, and when that summer vacation ends, so that I can know when our villages Spanish classes for the autumn, or for the fall, as you Americans call it, will be restarting, and that I can actually will already be able to tick off the list, because I've contacted somebody and I found out that it'll be during the course of the month of October that Spanish classes restart, and whether I hear about it first or she hears about it first, we'll be letting each other know nearer towards the time. So that's ticked off and done. 6 o'clock this afternoon, I've got a Project 24 online lecture that's going to be covering article formats, blog post article formatting, structure, answer targets, all of that type of thing. That's sort of on-page things that you can do to be able to make the blog post more appealing to a wider audience, and thereby bringing in additional traffic. I'm pretty sure I'm already doing everything that needs to be done as far as 2023 is concerned, but there might be something that's slightly different. And then at 7 o'clock this evening, there's a friend of mine that's got an art exhibition. Today is the final day of her art exhibition, and she's having a little bit of a soiree at the gallery, so I'm going to be popping around there and giving her some support as far as the final day of her art exhibition is concerned. So that'll be wrapping, probably I'll bring the camera along to the art exhibition, and then that'll probably be wrapping up when I finish with the art exhibition. That'll wrap up the video for the day. But for now, I've got to get stuck in and get as many of these items squared away and crossed off the list as I can possibly go. And as you can see, it's a full list there, but what I already know is that the 2 of the items on this list I'll already be able to cross off, but I'm going to be attacking the rest of the items on the list and see how much of this list will be able to be crossed off by the time I head out to the art exhibition. Till later. Hey there. As I said, today being the 30th of June, last day of the month, I was going to be keeping you much more updated on what my progress is as far as getting through these last couple of deadlines. Time is just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon. As you can see from my tick list, 1, 2, 3 items crossed off. The next blog post that I'm busy with at the moment, all the text is finished, all the layout of all the text is finished. I've just got to insert, create, or should I say edit and insert 2 images, and that one will be able to be published, which will be another one ticked off on the list. But being 3 o'clock in the afternoon, about an hour to go before I can have my first meal of the day, I need to get a couple of groceries from the shop really quickly so that I can prepare that meal, so that I can fuel my body up and hit the remainder of these targets. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm heading to do the grocery shopping, which will be an item ticked off the list, and then it's going to be wrapping up the other blog post, which will be another item ticked off the list. So the next time you see I show you this card, it won't be 3 items crossed off, but 5. That's where we are at the moment, and I'm flying. Hey there, the time is just around about 10 to 7, so which means I'm about to get changed and head off to the art exhibition that my friends put on. So the Project 24 mastermind session about article formatting and answer targets and analyzing article layouts and things like that. That's done and dusted. I've picked up a couple of useful bits of information there from an overall site formatting point of view that I can apply to my different blogs. So that was most definitely a useful hour that I applied there. As far as content is concerned, I had, including the exhibition that I'm about to go to, I've crossed the exhibition thing off my list. There were 10 items on my list, and if you look at my list at the moment, there is only 1 left that needs to be crossed out, and that's a trail running post that I'm partway through. The trouble is right at the moment is literally just before the Project 24 session started, I received an email from somebody where I'd sent off a series of, I think it was 14 interview questions to them. They've replied with photographs and everything like that. So sent me back the interview answers with some photographs, which means it's a post that I could put together really quickly, and it's a really interesting topic. So I'm really tempted to skip my last item on the list and go straight to that. But what I think I'm going to do instead is um, I'm going to, it's still really hot outside at the moment, so I might go to the art gallery just a little bit later and put in a half an hour into this one over here just to get some flow happening there. Go to the art gallery, say hello over there, come back, and then potentially what I can do is wrap up this one and then go into the interview as an item number 11 for my list. And that way I will have overachieved as far as what I wanted to set out and do for the day. So I think that's maybe the better option to do there. But I just want to say that from a word count point of view, I've hit my amended target of 40,000 words that I was looking at generating for the month of June, and I'll probably finish off at about 48,000 or so. So we're pretty close to my old original target of 50, but a bit under. But we'll see how that pans out. But what I just want to say is that whatever you do, hit your targets, go for it, and produce all the content that you can, and let's get together and make July an even more productive month. I haven't decided yet what my targets are going to be for the month of July. Well, July only happens tomorrow, but be that as it may, let's wrap up this month and then look forward into what we can do as far as July is concerned. So this will be me wrapping up the video for the 30th of June, Friday the 30th of June, and because as soon as I get back from the art gallery, I'm going to start the editing process of this. These are fairly lengthy-ish video clips, so it'll be a fairly lengthy upload and rendering process and things like that as far as the edit is concerned. So I'll be getting stuck into that as soon as I'm back from the gallery. But you have an awesome day and crush the content creation on your side too.